going to do a review on these markers. These are dual tip alcohol art markers with pop-up handle and multi-use organizing case. And though I would say these are very good at helping you carry them and also store things on the side, such as pens or pencils. Now this was the medium size box. I bought these at Ross. My first impression was, well, when I saw these, I was so excited. Let's see how well they work. And let's take a look at the results of that. I had already started this page with some gel pens, so that's where you're seeing this color here. But all of this, here, the sand and this wall here, oh, and the table, the green table, that was all made and colored from these markers. And just to show you how these work, let me grab another marker and we'll paint a little bit of the top here. These they have two different tips, a little skinny finer point, and then on the other side is the wider tip. So I am just going to go ahead and give you an example of what this looks like. I'm not going to do much, and there's a reason why, so I'm just going to show you quickly. If you notice, there's bleeding taking place here. I didn't really have to color it in because the marker itself bled. Good, easy use, right? Well, this is what happened when I was done coloring my picture. These markers bleed like crazy. And you may be thinking, well, why isn't there blue all over this? Well, that's because I noticed this when I had started working here on these colors, and I inserted a paper here to absorb some of the bleed from the markers. So here you have the front of the page, the back of the page, the bleed onto this. But I went ahead and moved on to the last picture here. Did a little bit of coloring. And let's take a look at this without the paper to protect the back or the next picture. Yep, you get a whole new picture here of the same thing you were coloring. And here is the bleed through on the back of that page. So would I recommend buying these markers for coloring any kind of books, coloring books? No, would not. I wish I honestly could get my money back, because this was like coloring with permanent markers, and I can't do much with permanent markers. I have a pile of colored permanent markers for uses on other things. I didn't need more of them. More or less 36 more of them. So I would recommend not buying these markers unless you have some need for them that is not for art coloring or coloring books, despite the box stating that these are art markers. I guess they are art for some type of something, just not for coloring. And that's what I planned on using them for. If you figured out another way to use these besides using them as a permanent marker for something, leave it down in the comments. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.